Zek4Gay just resubscribed for 38 months.
Ultra Combo!
Uh, uh. You ever wake up and you wake up screaming? You're just like, oh, another day for me to enjoy. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hi. Good morning, and or evening, and or afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Hi. Hello. Hi. Bonjour. Salve. Hello. That's all I got. Hola. Hola. There we go. Yeah, hola. That's one. Good day, mate. There we go. That's all I got. Hello, everybody. Hi. I hope you are all very excited for more Lies of P, because you're going to get more Lies of P. That's what you're going to get. I forgot when I zoom in, it's going to have my background, but that's fine. All you see is The Walking Dog, and also Enema of the State by Blink-182. Because my girlfriend picks me up from school, and she brings me Del Taco and nothing but her bra, and aliens are real, dick and balls, dick and balls, dick and balls, boobs. If you don't know, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to watch that TikTok because it's really funny, or that YouTube short. Yeah. It's a song. It's okay. So someone made, like, I think it was like literally ragging on Blink-182. And they were like, every Blink-182 song ever. And it's like, my girlfriend picks me up from school, and she brings me Del Taco and nothing but her bra. And aliens are real, dick and balls, dick and I can't finish it. Boo. Like, that's the song. So it's every Blink-182 song, and I said, yeah, no, that's true. And then I went back and listened to Enema of the State. So now it's here, and also their self-titled album, Blink-182. So that's there, because I just was like, hold on, I need to go back and double check this, because it sounds right. And boy, were they right. They're right. Thank you for putting me to sleep. I'm glad I could bore you. I'm glad I could bore you. I really appreciate that. I'm glad I can put you to sleep. I'm gonna put you to sleep again tonight. I'm gonna put you again to sleep on Friday night. No, you relax me. You want me to relax you? Let me just get the microphone really close. Hey, Aaron. I heard I relax you. So I pulled my microphone really close to my mouth so I could gently talk into it this morning. I'm so happy when I put you to sleep. I'm glad when I scream, fuck me in my ass, because an alien jump scared me from behind. I was able to scream that, and you were like, damn, that's so comforting. That's surreal. And and then I whip out my flamethrower and go, oh shit. Oh, fuck. And you're like, oh, I feel at peace. This is my happy place. Aaron, I want you to have the best dreams ever. I want you to dream that you're riding on top of a dragon and that you're soaring through the sky, the night sky, but it's like really bright, very little clouds, and the moon is really bright. It's the moon. The moon's making the night really bright. And you can feel the wind on your face, and you're like, damn, it don't feel hot in this bitch. It's not 100 degrees and or like 38 degrees, which is what I've been dealing with. One or the other, I don't know. So relaxed. I can't wait to ruin that as soon as I start this game. And I go in to stab that one guy who's beating up a guy on the ground. And I get anally fucked by two spearmen from behind, and I scream as loud as I possibly can, and I want you to be like, damn, freezing cold in your part of the world? Fuck, I'm so jealous. I'm so mad right now. We had a thunderstorm. We had a real bad thunderstorm last night. I mean, like minor flooding. We had minor flooding. And I had to drive home in that bitch. But thankfully, I've been a professional driver for 7 years, so I'm like, I can handle this. But I'm more afraid of all the other people on the road because they were doing some crazy shit. And I'm like, yo, you can't be driving 55 miles per hour. You can't be doing that. Not in this weather. I can barely see. in front of me. Like I can see just directly in front of me. Like, and y'all going 55. Y'all insane. That's crazy. And if you don't know what 55 is, I'm not quite well versed in translating the speeds, but I can't remember. Do you guys measure in meters per mile? 70 kilometers. Okay, Google. What is 55 miles per hour in kilometers per hour?
Text MPH times 1.60934. Text km/mile equals 88.5137 text k-meter per hour. Therefore, 55 miles per hour is approximately 88.51 kilometers per hour.
It's about 88 kilometers per hour. They're going, if you don't know miles, and I want you to understand, this is a heavy downpour. I'm talking like you take a step outside and you are completely drenched, like someone dumped a bucket of water on you. It was thunderstorms, it was dark, it was cloudy, and it was heavy rain, very heavy rain. I'm talking you should be going half the speed limit, if not less, on whatever road you're on, and they were doing the speed limit. I want you to understand that. And I said, y'all fucking insane. And of course I have dip fucks who can't manage their fucking vehicle, who didn't have brake lights installed, and I had to pay attention to them as they stopped. And I said, why am I getting closer? And I said, oh God, please don't rear end this asshole who doesn't have brake lights on the back of their fucking truck, because there's a fucking heavy storm and their lights aren't shining when they brake, and I didn't realize that they were braking because I can't fucking see. I slammed on my brakes so gentle to not slide in the water. Oh boy. Anyway. Yeah, so basically that's what I drove home in. Then I had to make sure that my basement wasn't flooding, because my basement can flood, and I have a lot of shit there. Scary horror story. So true. And then I had to make sure that my basement wasn't flooding.
Shamelessman 89 cheered X5, the kind of rain that'll uproot a stop sign and smack a fool like that one reporter on live TV?
No, there wasn't a lot of wind. It was just thunderstorms and rain. There wasn't a whole lot of wind. So, but if there was wind, if that storm had wind, 100% would have smacked the fool. 100%. And thank you for the biddies. I really appreciate that. So yeah, that's what I drove home in. I got home and immediately checked the basement. I'm like, okay, the basement doesn't have a whole lot of water. It has like a little bit. We're fine. And before I went to bed last night, I checked again, and it got a lot more water. And I said, oh. But thankfully, none of my stuff seems got too wet, except I have like one travel case that has like my grandfather's like World War II stuff in it, and I'm trying to make sure that stays like good, because that's like really cool, a huge part of history that's like all in there. And like thankfully a lot of the important stuff is like sealed in some watertight stuff, but I have to be careful about that, because like I moved the travel container away from where the water comes in, and then it ended up falling, and it fell in a puddle of water, and I didn't prop it up against something because it's an old container that's broken. Hi, ow, my finky. Hi, Max Fluff. Hello, hi. So, Aaron, before this little awkward ASMR thing happens to end, and I press play on the game because it's been about 10 minutes. So it's been about 10 minutes, and I want to get this game started up. I want you to know that I'm happy. Hi, Schmitzow. Good morning. I hope you're cozy and you're wrapped up in your blanket, and you got me on like your phone. You're laying down. Hi, Ro. Hi, sweetheart. Hello, hi. I hope you're all wrapped up in your blanket like a burrito. If you don't know what a burrito is, like a gyro. If you don't know what a gyro is, like a caterpillar in a cocoon. If you don't know what that is, I think you've been living under a rock. And I hope you got me on your phone right there. And then I hope you sit there and give me viewership and numbers, and you leave my audio volume on max, because I'm about to scream. I'm gonna scream so loud right in your ear. I wanted to scream so bad. I wanted to just put my lips right up against my little pop filter, remove the pop filter, and go, "Ah!" You know what I will do? Pause the music, because I'm gonna go start the game now. That's what we're gonna do. I'm brewing some sleepy time tea, starting my pre-bed routine, and tea and ciggy. I don't know what a ciggy is. A cigarette? Don't smoke. Bad for you. Bad. Before I brush my teeth and then climb in bed. But yes, you are on my phone, and no, not full volume, but you'll be right next to your ear when we climb in bed. Go, oh, jeez. Cigarette, bad. Liza P, good. Don't smoke. Play Liza P. Trust. Oh, I picked up Wild Assault. I didn't want to pick up Wild Assault, but I picked it up like during the sale a little while ago, because like, oh, it was on sale, you know, it's a couple bucks off. Only because they added a sexy Gator Man who talks like a character from Beastars. He sounds like he's from Beastars, and he's like, I'm gonna eat you. And I'm like, am I really into vor? Nice, I'm gonna sharpen my fangs. I'm like, oh shit, this guy's like kind of, whoa. Okay, there's a couple of things that we last left off on. One, we beat the fire guy without any weapon upgrades. Suck my fat cock. Two, the other thing that happened is we played around with our weapons a little bit, and we made a weapon that I'm kind of vibing with, where we took the starter handle and we paired that with this blade that I found that was like heavier and did a little bit more damage. Just to kind of try that out. We also upgraded the starter blade, and we also upgraded this heavy blade that I'm currently using. Right here. So we have this like nice little heavy blade. We got our parries, we got our grapples. Remember that we have grapple. We need to use that way more often. True hype there, Liba. Remind me that I gotta use that grapple, because that hell room that I was in, that I died in like 20 billion fucking times, that pissed me off to no end. Everything's 14. I really need to start like maxing something specifically out, but my weapon is balanced. I think we should start pumping stamina. I think we should start just focusing stamina. I think stamina is HP, like in every Souls-like. Anyway, I like this blade. I like the heft that it has, and I like the damage that it brings because of its heft. The other blade was like a little sissy blade. I like the girth. This is a girthy blade. Oh, did I fall asleep last night? You did. So yeah, we made this. I'm liking this combo. I like it's a balanced blade. I like the moveset so far. So I am fond of the weapon swapping system. I think it's really cool. I should try and use it more often, but I need to find more weapons, because I feel like I feel like I'm still searching for the handle. Oh, I'm halfway to my sub goal. Look at that. I was like, what's that pop up? And I was waiting for a noise. Uh-oh. So now we have a new enemy type. We have crazy humans. Oh, Aaron!
Aaron Brand just resubscribed
Oh my
for
sweet
6
Jesus
months.
Christ.
6 months. I'm halfway to a year.
No idea what those things are.
You are, and we almost have a baby together.
Caution.
But yeah, thank you so much for the subscription, Aaron. I really appreciate it. The Liba has been confirmed. The karma has been increased for the day. That's true. So now we have humans, and they are like, they look like fast zombies, and I hate fast zombies. Also, I have to fix something before I engage that, because I'm quite scared.
because my tracking is doing a funky, and I need to fix that by looking up and then resetting it. So that way I'm now looking forward, because my head is positioned weird. There we go. Now I'm looking forward. Okay, now that I notice that, we fixed it. These guys look like fast zombies. So now we have puppets that are like slow and clunky, and they kind of like, their movement is like weird, and they like spin random parts. Now we have something that I'm going to be much more familiar with. And also I feel like this guy is going to like claw the fuck out of me. So, okay. Get into my position. The damage is good. Are you going to get back up? Are you an enemy type that gets back up? No, I've collected souls. Okay. So now we've got more zombie people. Now, here's the lore, and this is really good lore. Okay. Here's the lore. We've got puppets that have been given life via ergo. Hi, Kage. Oh, that emote's so cute. I want something like that. We have puppets that have been given life via ergo. However, something has happened, and it caused these puppets to kind of go crazy and disobey the 4 commandments. Do whatever your master tells you. Never harm a human. Help people, and never lie. I believe that is always kind of the situation. There's another person wigging out over there. Those are the 4 commandments of a puppet. So, they are no longer following those orders. And they are saying things like, join us, we're free. Hidden Moonstone. Join us, we're free. Like, hey, welcome to my pussy. Like, all these things, right? And they're claiming that they're alive, right? So you have this puppet, you know, AI self-realization outbreak happening. During this time, where puppets are kind of starting to go a little crazy, we all... shit! Oh, fuck! Yeah, see, there's the alien. During this time, this civilization is currently dealing with something known as the petrification. Oh, you just popped in. Is currently dealing with something known as the petrification virus. That seems like progression, and that was walled off. This makes you think it's a secret, so I feel like everything else is overexplored there, so we're good.
Imprisoned.
Okay, hold on, let me swap.
10,000.
Let me get to a safe area, make sure I'm safe. So I don't, like, die. It's time for jiggle. So, the petrification virus is going through, and what it's doing is basically it is turning people into stone, having them grow thick scales over their body, over their eyes. That was happening to the one old lady. So, she, like, or the one lady who wanted her child or whatever. So, the petrification virus is going on, and the petrification virus basically kills people by encasing them in scales or whatever. They're petrified, right? However that process happens, they're turned to stone metaphorically. This grapple hook is never coming off until someone gives me a fucking Glock and I start putting bullets in people. What is that? So someone was trying to make a cure. A grenadier? Oh no, he was... Okay, so he was kind of like zoned out. Interesting, okay. Someone decided or attempted to make a cure for the petrification virus. Ooh, the damage is real. And also, we definitely went away. That is really good that we went, because he's chilling there, and I know that now. And then we can take this path backwards. This bridge is also going to break on me, for sure. I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to walk up there, clear that area, go this way to clear the main path. I'm going to hit that and fall right back down. So I'm going to have to go that way and do it. I'm calling it right now. Can you grapple them when they're above? Yes and no. Yes. I can, in a way, sort of. Aaron, I'm going to come. I'm blowing a fat load after stream for you. I don't think I can reach that one. This grapple hook is amazing. This grapple hook is 100% never coming off me until someone gives me a Glock 17 and I start putting bullets in people. There's some people on the ground. Keep in mind, these guys are playing dead. Blocking, that's pretty nice because I'm going to get 2 hits and I'll full heal from it. Because that attack comes out so fast, it's very hard to parry. It's doable, but very hard. Okay, this area is clear. This bridge is going to collapse on me 100% when I go backwards. I can already see it's broken there, so I might be able to make the jump. Anyway, so someone tried to create a cure. Someone tried to create it. I called it, by the way. I'm gonna have to go this way, but that's fine. I took out the secret guy, so that area is a little bit easier. Always have to help. Thank you. So, this guy tried to create a cure for the petrification virus. However, there were some side effects that maybe it didn't necessarily cure them, but instead it turned them into monsters. Now, they weren't petrified, so technically they are no longer... You are alive 100%. You are alive 100%. I'm gonna go up here and fuck. There's a guy over there getting up. Can I break this? Nope. There's an item there, but I want to check behind here first. Alright, cool. Benigni's urgent repair. Okay, nice. Benigni. So he made this cure. But in actuality, what happened is it turned them into these creatures, these like zombie-like tree people looking situations. So they got blue blood. They're being told, like, there was like the one note of like blue blood evolution. I'm evolving. I'm becoming something greater. There was also a person that looked like it was ripped right out of the second half of Bloodborne with like a big blue head and like he was like leaking blue blood or something. I remember when we encountered that like very early on in the game when we were exploring. So the petrification virus just petrifies you. It doesn't turn you into a cocoon and you evolve into a blue monster later. This is due to someone's cure, which we found later in a note. He said, I didn't intend for that to happen. I was merely trying to help people. And it did, in theory. Can you get infected? I want to lie and say I'm human and I can get infected. So, I am human and I can get infected. I'm not a puppet at all. I am not a puppet.
What is happening?
So,
What's
I
their
can be
problem?
affected by this.
Wait, their bodies are strangely altered. I don't know what's going on, but keep those eyes of yours open.
They did such a great job. I love the theme. No, you mean. Yeah, this weapon is really doing numbers for me. Believing your own lies, I see. Listen, I'm a human and I can fully be infected by the petrification virus. Wholehearted, yeah, 100%. Nope. No. I am a special puppet that is able to lie and disobey and do things and become more human in the lore. Somehow, canonically, this is the church. I feel like I've explored nearly everything in the previous areas. I don't think I missed anything. Wow, anything. So, because I'm a puppet, I am not affected by the petrification virus, nor would I then be affected by this, because you have to be, assumedly, recreating what's happened. You would have to be a human afflicted by the petrification virus, while also woman's prayer, while also taking this cure someone made and it turns you into a blue monster. Woman's prayer. God, I pray with all my heart, please withdraw your wrath from Krat. Just as you enveloped Saint Frangelico with angel's wings, he was the one-winged angel, Sephiroth. Please save us as well. If the judgment was unavoidable because of our corruption, please at least spare my child your wrath. This baby has done no wrong. Please let my Charlotte enter heaven. If there's anyone who finds this place, please pray for us and know that there was a desperate sadness here. Okay. The one-winged angel. Pray, you who are exhausted and injured. I have Neil, right? Can I do this? Gesture. So we have the stalker stuff, remembrance, show off fear, swagger, check round, sit. Okay, we don't have a kneel. I wonder if you use the check ground nearby a bridge, it will force it to break. That would actually be really cool. Okay, I don't have a pray gesture. The most I have is like the solemn situation. We've got two ways. We have deeper and we have out. Before I do that, fire abrasive. So before I go that way, someone said make sure you explore everywhere before you do a church. I'm definitely in some sort of church. I want to go outside before I go deeper. I feel like going deeper into the church would be more or less progression. If going deeper in the church is not progression, and that is in fact just more secrets, let me know now or forever hold your peace. Because I've got no clue what way's up, what way's down. I'm just going like, okay, someone mentioned make sure you explore everywhere before you go to the church. Just saving you the trouble now. So I'm assuming you go to the church, and then there's an area you can go to, and I think that's this, so you can talk with a character. Okay, cool. And this might be if I talk with them, I need to lie to them.
Mercy, I beg you. Don't kill me.
Giangio. I won't kill you.
I thought you were from the organization. Never mind. My name is Giangio. I'm an pharmacist. Yes.
You're a pharmacist, but you were about to say alchemist.
I'm looking for the legendary gold coin fruit. I was able to use medicine to slow the infection spread. I have the petrification disease, and I need a cure.
Okay.
Sorry, I ramble when I'm nervous. Read this. It'll explain things faster than I can.
Someone didn't feel like finishing. Yoimi's ballad. Guillaume the king's knight found the shining tree. Okay. Found the shining tree on the rocky mountain. The tree's fruit resembled gold coins, and this fruit is a miraculous blessing. For many people who have recovered from different diseases and who have been able to escape the plague, the elated knight built a castle and called himself the Holy Knight. But remember, sojourners, miracles always have a price, no matter how captivating they may be.
First try my ass!
Mr. _Sniping Wolf rated my stream with 39 viewers.
Oh my god! Thank you so much for the raid, Mr. Sniping Wolf! Hold on, I gotta go here. Hello, hi! It's been a minute. Mr. Sniping Wolf, would you like a clip shout out to go with your regular shout out? Let me know. And also, tell my chat about everything about you. You should do that. You should tell my chat everything about you and what you do and what you and what game you're playing, what you're doing, all that. And while he's typing that information out, hi, my name is Fuscus. I play a variety of games. You can see my little link tree there. Links to all my other platforms I post stuff on as much as I can. I do variety content, play a variety of games. I'm wacky, I'm funny, I'm silly. Usually I'm a Tidum. Right now I'm a Jiggly Boy. And yeah, that's basically everything about me. So yeah, let me know, Mr. Sniping Wolf. about you. Gotta tell everybody about you. I'm putting you on the spot now. Tell everybody about you. Tell my chat about you and how awesome you are. You should do that. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're currently playing Lies of P. That is. And I'm a bit into it, and the lore is really good, and the setting is really good, and I'm having a lot of fun. Okay. I gotta talk with you more. There's a thing back there, and a thing I gotta read there.
Many substances can be poisonous. The precise dose is what separates medicine from poison. The gold coin fruit might just be a myth. But in the midst of an epidemic, it might be our salvation.
That's true. I mean, might as well give it a
Can
shot.
you let me know if you find it? I'll give you this by way of payment.
Cube Whoa. Oh, whoa, wish stone. Whoa. There are kind of wish stones that can be equipped to cubes. Using cubes consumes wish stones. You can equip a wish stone to a cube or replenish it through Giorgio or a Stargazer. You can equip a wish stone to a cube. There are different types of wish stones and their effects. Using a cube uses a wish, but recharges. What the fuck is this? What does it do? Different types of wish stones. Using a cube uses it, but it recharges in storage when you revive or visit a Stargazer, but it consumes a wish, but it recharges. The people of ancient Krat knew how to bottle a wish upon a star. Wish stone could be put into a cube and made to a meteorite to display wishing dice? What the fuck do I do with it? Oh! Temporarily... Okay, a mystical crystal that can be equipped to a cube that imbues the cube with special effects. The wish is consumed. Okay, so how does that... This is probably why they wanted me to explore. We'll put this here. I'm imagining I can then... How do I equip it? I don't know how to... I mean, I have it equipped, but I don't know how to... I don't know how to equip the wish onto it. So, okay, it's okay.
The people of ancient Krat knew how to bottle a wish upon a star. They claimed special powers after distilling the wish into a cube made from a meteorite. I don't know how it works, but it's said to react to someone who has ergo and grant them power. If you can help me with the gold coin tree, I'll give you more of this.
So, the gold coin tree... Ooh, weapon? Belford Break no, but even better, an equipment piece. Belford Break cartridge. That would be here. So this is break resistance. Physical damage reduction rate goes up 0.03. Parts of it can enhance resistance to break. I'll put that on. It's more defense, and shock is nice, but I'd have to be encountering enemies that are going to spam shock me, which I have yet to encounter. You will rise up and look after the land of God. When angels spread its wings... When angels spread its wings and embrace the saint, and the cold is forgotten.
Seems there's a new threat every day, friend. And no safe place in the world. No place to just take a breath. I'm headed to the St. Frangelico Cathedral. Perhaps find some peace there. If you find the gold coin tree, please find me there.
Okay, so switch the cube's wish stone. Okay. There you are, Mr. Snipey. Thank you so much for the raid, sweetie. I really appreciate it. So now that's equipped. I'm assuming it consumes it, but it can come back. The cube.
The people of ancient Krat knew how to bottle a wish upon a star. They claimed special powers after distilling the wish into a cube made from a meteorite.
I hope you were doing all right, Snipey.
I don't know how it works, but it's said to react to someone who has ergo and grant them power. You ever wish upon a star, Stalker? I hope this wish stone helps you with that.
Okay, so dialogue exhausted. He now has that. I can talk with him, and I can do all that. All right, so that is why someone said, make sure before you go to the church that you fully explore everything. It's very important. He's a very important character. Now, the gold coin tree, we have to find it. We have to find the gold coin tree, and it said it was on top of a rocky situation. In here. Where's my letters? No. I'm gonna go pass out. Okay, yeah, have a good night, sweetie. And thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I love you bunches. And, I don't know, you're cute. Okay, I don't have that document anymore that says, like, what kind of vibe was happening here. These are collectibles. Okay, so I have to remember, and I remember it said this tree was shining and it's on top of like a hill or some sort of rocky mountain, like Rocky Mountain and or hill. I'm gonna have to remember that. Okay, so now we came from there, we found that, and now we can go further in. And I can accidentally hit that button. The king wishes is born of the gentrification? Protect the... So says the king. I do not like any of what I'm walking up to. It sounds like the monsters and the puppets are fighting. It sounds like it could just be a guy like beatboxing too. Yeah, okay, so the monsters and the puppets are fighting. That's the cathedral. Alright, so I got some souls. Nice, thanks guys. So, oh, that's such a cool shot with the angel there, the one-winged angel. Okay, so we talked to him. He's going to be further up. The puppets seem to be no match for the zombies. Also, the zombies are going to really fuck my day up because a lot of them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Got some good cleave in there. Carcass body fluid bottle. Is that maybe like a throwable? Yeah. A bottle of Carcass body fluid can be thrown and inflicts acid damage. After puppet frenzy, people gain the fashion weapons of resistance. Many throwable weapons are manufactured, and these exhibit... Okay. There's one with, like, deer antlers kind of going on there, and that is quite the problem. That is terrifying to me, because that means he's got something bigger going on with him. So... we have like the little baby versions, and that one seems to be someone who's been infected for a lot longer. And they're like very monstrous. And remember that guy, he had like a big ball on his head. There was more stamina. He's a big one. Acid Abrasive, Dim Ergo, Hidden Moonstone, Star Fragment. Okay, so nothing too crazy. So these guys are doing acid damage, and they're also not puppets, which is why I took the puppet damage increase off, because there's no reason keeping that on Now we're kind of in this. I thought something was moving at me. I love that I can see like the city. You can see over there's the Ferris wheel from like the clown and that area. And then you have the factory. That's really cool. Oh my god, they did such a great job with this game. What's going on? Oh, that's just light. Alright, so I want to make sure before I get into that area, I've explored that one side. We need to get to a rocky mountain with golden tree fruit that looks like Mario coins. That's where we need to go. I feel like this is all one big hallway. I'm not seeing any side paths on this half of the bridge. If this bridge collapses, I'm going to be very mad at this game. If the bridge just randomly collapses. Nothing going on here. So we've got a much bigger unit, which is, okay, so they're infected and they're becoming more monstrous, bigger, and they're getting bulbous heads. Right, so I can't go that way. And I can't go this way. So there's only one way to go. Hopefully I open this, the Resident Evil music plays, and there's a bonfire right in front of me. There's a bonfire right in front of me. Perfect. I was pretty damn fucking close on that one. So, oh God, I love this. Like, you have, like, religion. Oh, my gosh. And then, like, there's, like, blood on the floor, and there's, like, monsters. Oh, my gosh. Stamina. We're pumping that up. No one wants to talk. So that's going to hit stamina. That hits HP and guard regain. Ooh, interesting. Capacity also would be nice. I'm not encountering an issue with that as of right now. And the attack would be nice to rank up as well. Advance is only going to affect my magical stuff. Hold off on that. I want more stamina. Let's try and get stamina to like 20 and then maybe vitality to 20. Kind of my goal right now. Maybe get those both to 20 so that way they're both really solid. All right. Those guys will all be respawned. Oh, no, they won't. Or they're not loaded in. Oh, they're like eating people. You who have sinned, repent with your tears. Only those who cleanse their souls may move forward. This is the closest thing to a pray I have. I know these emotes can be used. We've used it once before with one of the people to lie and tell them that I am a member of the Hunters, and I gave them the Hunter's Salute, which is this. I was able to give them the Hunter's Salute. Again, I cannot overstate this. See anything that looks like blood and it follows a trail. Survival 101. Do not follow the blood trail. Especially if you hear something crunching and munching on the other side. That is a creature. They definitely said, the creators of this game said, if you're not going to release Bloodborne for the PC, we will. These developers 100% said that. Stained color music sheet. Stained choir music sheet. The original score is unrecognizable. There's a sticky blue fluid over it. Someone wrote, what about the path that was bolted? You couldn't slash through that. You mean the right side of the church statue? I assumed it was a wall, and it also leads here anyway. Angel, why did you abandon us? The cathedral scares me. I want to go home. Every night there's a monster crying in the basement. Even if I sing hymns, I can hear it in my ears. It would be better if the Archbishop was with us, but he's busy praying. Angel, please hear our prayers. Help us go home, please. That'd be connected right here. Like this over there, that's where it is. Like, it's just connected to the same thing. So that's where I was over on that side, and then it just brings you here. I wasn't too concerned. So there's a monster screaming in the basement of the church. That's probably progression, which you go that way towards. Or is down progression. It's well lit, and there clearly is a staircase going down. Oh gosh. Okay. Looks like a boss battle zone. This is not a boss battle zone. This is the entryway to the boss battle zone. However, there are two paths. This looks breakable. This is not breakable. So, there's one path. So that's all set dressing. There was a monster. Tree, are you okay? Damn, Tree. So, there's a monster eating that. I can't go this way. I tried rolling it, tried breaking it, so that's walling it off. So that is not a path that way. The only path is down. But what I will do is we have an ad coming up. So before I go into the basement, I will quickly run my 3-minute ad. If you don't know, I have 3-minute ads, so that way there's no pre-rolls for any new viewers. And also, what I do during this time is I just kind of pause the game. I take a little 3-minute break. I just talk with chat. Since this looks like we're heading into some sort of like bossy kind of area or something that is very dramatic, I think this would be a good place to pause it real quick. Let's knock that ad out so it doesn't happen in 10 minutes or in 5 minutes. We won't get the ad in 10 minutes, and so you won't have to worry about like in the middle of content, in the middle of something juicy that I am stuck trying to like delay ads and stuff. So this is gonna be better for everybody, and don't worry, you're not gonna miss any content. You're not gonna miss anything. I'm gonna remain right here, and we're gonna have a nice little chat together, okay? Okay, I'll see you in 2 minutes. Bye. And now I count to a big number in German. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. None of the enemies respawned here. 31, 32, 33, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27. I went back to 20. I am dumb. But are you impressed with my counting skills in Deutsch? Except the fact that I brain farted and went back to 20. Because I had a thought. 34, 35, 26, 27. Also, I learned that you don't go Siebensen. You don't go Siebsen. Uber impressed, Dankeschön. You don't go sieben und 20. You would go 27. You say sieb. You cut it in half. Because going sieben und is really hard. And they said, saying that is really hard. I hit the button. I also know colors. I know rot, orange, gelb, grün, blau, lila, and then if you want to say like light and dark, you say hell or dunkel. So like ich bin hellgrün und schwarz und weiß und rot. Rot und hellgrau. Yeah. I'm proud of myself, okay? That I got counting down at least up to 100. then when I have to say like all the numbers, like 100 und eins, I think it's 1 und 100. I'm lost at 100. I can get to 100. But I got colors down. At least the basic ones. I mean, I don't know how we get into maroon or maroon 5. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for sitting through those ads. The ads should now all be over. Rot und blau? Nein. Ich nicht blau. Hit the button again. That's gonna be a common. It is the hairiest of triggers. Yeah. So thank you so much for the ads. Now we don't have to worry about an ad break. So this looks like a pathway I can take. Like, I feel like I could maybe make that jump, but I'm fairly confident I can't. So I think, because it looks like I can make that. I'm nervous though. I've already died, so a 0 death run just isn't happening, right? Because we died. There's a pathway there. This is a drop down, meaning once I'm in, I can't get out. So, because once I do the drop down there, I can't. Can I make that jump? Maybe. Can I make that one? Maybe. It definitely feels like I could maybe spiral down and take very minimal damage. Kind of like in Dark Souls 2. But that's a drop down, so I'm just going to go the safer route and figure out what's going on over here before I do a drop down. Yeah, this goes down too. Break the pots, you might have stuff in them. Vivid Ergo Fragment. So this is probably the creature that was in the basement, was probably like the wife. It looked very feminine to me. So maybe it's like you have like the pastor, and then you have like his daughter or his wife, and she got infected and was then put into the basement and locked away. She was becoming a monster, and he didn't want any harm to come to her. They're above me. They are all above me. They're hanging up there. Hi, Iskrylon. The water is walkable. And it's full of decay. Let's not touch that. Okay, there's decay. Alright, we can't touch the water. Maybe there might be a way to drain it. Or maybe I can find something to give me resistance. But there is an item over there I want. And a staircase. It looks like it's closer there. So maybe I'm supposed to walk up here and walk around down to that staircase. Because this is going up on some sort of situation here. Or maybe I'm supposed to run it and get infected. Who knows? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can I do anything with that? Where is that taking me? No, I cannot. So that is going down. That's an elevator, similar to Dark Souls. But that is going down. It's like Blighttown. And it flips, and then I die. So we can't go there.
Imprisoned for
Freakus!
10,000 years.
And all you got me swapping avatars today. Look at that. We got a Freakus. 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 Alright. I have to sprint through this acid. And I'm gonna get infected, but that's okay. Get out of here. Okay, we just barely made it. Let them come to me. Alright, we just had enough to get through. And I got cat dust. Cat dust. A special dust that reduces your presence. When approaching from behind, allows you to lose detection temporarily. But you can still be discovered by enemies with a sharp sense or being caught on sight. Insight. A special dust that reduces your presence like a cat. You said the stalkers enjoyed using it when spying on opponents. Okay, so it's an invisible potion kind of situation. Okay, nice. I love this game so much. They did such a great job. I love everything about this. There is a man hanging somewhere. So keep that in mind. I wonder. I kind of want to kill him, but I think I could grapple him off, which would make my life a little easier. Oh my goodness, that is a very big lady. I could probably grapple him off. Fight me down here on my terms. The grapple hook is getting every single upgrade known to man. I said be careful because the other upgrade is if you hold it down, you pull yourself to them. There's an enemy hanging down there as well. I can see him on my right, so be mindful of that. We're gonna walk this main path. She, I really hope isn't like, hey, let me use my little tentacle arms to throw balls at you while you're over here. Yup, you're gonna throw shit at me. Yup, she's gonna reach inside her guts and throw shit at me. I called that immediately when I saw her. Get over here. You will fight on my terms. Okay, I need to get rid of her pronto. And is there's a blue person on the wall. Okay. Okay. You're a big lady, but you're very squishy, so thank God. So that's what we saw earlier. Remember how we saw the same, it's literally even like the same exact model. Like the dude's arm is like ripped off and it's all veiny and shit. So that's what we saw earlier in the city of Krat, like very much at the beginning, right? So they're like gooing out and they're like Dead Space but blue. I genuinely, if we fall, we might take a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable doing this. I genuinely, like, I'm looking at it, it's like, you want me to run and jump like that? How much damage? I'm not dead, but it does suck ass. Okay. Wait for decay to go, because they'll go up to half decay. That jump is that's a little much with a sprint and like having the angle, because I have to basically like do that. And then I have to account for, oh my God. I genuinely don't know how. I have to get to that beam. I think this is just a bait item. I think it's, oh, well. I think it's a trap. I don't think there might be a way to go over. Or maybe there's like an arm that maybe can make me fly or some bullshit. Oh, wait. There's more up that goes down to the other side of it. Maybe that's openable. I think that's the situation. I think the situation is that that's openable, and then I can jump that as like a shortcut. There's also up there. How the fuck do I get up there? We'll keep that in mind. We won't lose that. Oh, we gotta walk this way. So yeah, there's the slime thing that we encountered earlier, if you recall. Also, hi Gadget, and hi Pookie. Some more enemies that are gonna throw shit. There we go. That's how we get it. All right. Okay, now I feel better. I was gonna make that jump. Oh my God. I'm sitting here like, that better be a really good item. Hi, Lucifer. To preemptively answer your question, I found the man who gave me the wish stone. I have the wish stone. I exhausted his dialogue. I went behind the statue, and I have the wish. Thank you so much for the stream streak. Snipey Raiden said, "What are you lurking?" Yeah, go ahead, go have a good lurk. This person over there and there. Was there anything I missed before crossing the giant bridge that is easily missable? The giant bridge that leads to the church. Because we're in the church now, Lucifer. Gotcha, bitch. That was scary. That was big scary. So we're gonna take a lot more damage from the fall from this high up. And I had to sprint that, or she would hit me with a ball, and that ball would knock me off. We are now in Blighttown. Blighttown happens to be a church. You missed my appearance, damn. So there's a drop down there. This would take me, if I remember correctly, yes. What the fuck is going on there? Oh, well, I have to go that way. Question is how? There, drop down, and then there. So I have to remember that for right now, that at some point when I'm here with a man hanging on a cliff, that's my warning. I need to look for a man hanging on a cliff, and if he's dead or alive, doesn't matter. Oh, hi. That's why I look for it. That's gonna get me there, so remember that. I want you over here, because I don't want to engage that while I'm fighting you. It's an item over there. Get behind this pillar. Okay, so what I now have to do... We've already explored that. I need to get through there. There's a broken limb every couple of times. Okay, I need to get through the broken limb. I need to also bait out a throw right before the broken limb, just like that. That was a little risky, but we're good. Okay, there's a ladder down that way, and there's an item down this way. I would like this item. We can be nice and slow. Take our time. We've cleared everything as far as I'm aware. Blighttown. Ooh. Ooh. Blighttown. Alright. Look for a guy over on this side hanging off of a ledge. We're getting closer toward that area. I like this little church area. It's weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on with all these gears on this thing. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's neat. So remember that somewhere over in that vague direction is where that item is that I need to procure. This is taking me away from that area. Why is this underneath a church? Let's head back. Because I need to get that item. Very much would like that item. There's a ladder that way. That's where we came in. And then it might be like... I'm fairly confident I can't sprint that. Right, we can't make that jump. And I see the platform there. I see the platform here. And up there, I see a platform. So I think we're just gonna have to come back to this later. I don't think there's a way I can make that. And I'm gonna take a very good guess stab that we have to progress through the electric balls. And progressing through that area and continuing will eventually round around. And then be like, oh, we're back here. And then that's when I'm supposed to jump down and do that. And then, I don't know. Hi, Bone Pup, good morning. What is all of this doing under a church? I don't understand what's going on with that. Alright, well, we'll continue. I really don't want to miss that item. So chat, remind me, we gotta look for a shiny golden tree, or a shiny tree holding coin-shaped fruit. And also, it's on top of a rocky hill or something. And then also, that there's an item back there. Brutus, thank you so much
Brutus
for the biddies.
_bot cheered
And yeah,
X1.
this area is, I'm gonna preemptively do this. You can't go that way, that's gonna lodge there, so. Yeah, we gotta find the tree with the coin-shaped golden. And you put a guy there too, like, and you. Oh, Jesus Christ! Fuck, I need my. I desperately need my fucking, desperately need my thing. That, I have no clue how we avoid that. There's a man hanging that's not, we're not in the right area for that. I wouldn't even know how to shut this off and not get fucking destroyed by that. We need a tree. We need a tree that's, oh my gosh. Mind out for that item as well. Yeah, I saw you getting up. I saw you getting up. Don't think I didn't. I saw you getting up. I'm not. I don't play that game. I know exactly what's going on. Nice. Gotta heal. I went right through those barrels. I said, ooh, I saw your ass getting up. The Archbishop is dead. Those who are still alive must flee from the dead. Don't dead inside go. Tree on Rocky Mountain Hill with golden coin-shaped fruit. We need to keep in mind somewhere in this direction. We need to double back and get that drop down. I need to look for a man hanging off of a cliff. That's my hint. Hanging off of the ledge is what I'm looking for. And yeah, this area, Bone Pop, this is Blighttown. This is their, like, miniature. Okay, we're back here again. This is their miniature Blighttown. Oh, reminded me of the jump. Thank you. So down here, can I land that? I think that's what I'm meant to do, but I have to eat the electric ball again. Where is it in relation to everything? Where's my relation? I need my grounding focus. I'm looking for a long, thin hallway path beneath me. Okay. Okay. It's over there. I know, I recognize this. I know where I am. So that's where we came around, right there, where I had to sprint. The other side of that wheel is where I had to sprint across the long, thin hallway beam, then kill the Grenader, then come around here and walk this angle to avoid the Grenader underneath me. So I need to go across this. Yeah, this is the wheel. This is the one with the broken wheel. It's being reused. I do not like this binding for the jumps. I want to kill this person later for souls, so I'm not going to grapple hook them down. This one does not have a thing, so it's got to make the gap jump. Oh, that was really close. Is there something to interact with there? There is. Fuck me. What does that do? Oopsie, wait a minute. What does that do? Oh! There was a secret. Oh my god. Are you telling me that I could have went in there and drowned? Okay, here. So, should be the other side. Also, they're weak to fire. Right, there it is. So there's the thin pillar I ran across. That's where the grenadier is. And then on the left, so over here is where that secret is. I need to head through that way. Also that. So, is this openable? I do not want to open this at all. With an item there, this is the most bossiest of boss rooms. So what I want to do is this, because I know this is more or less the secret. Legion magazine. Nice. There's the man hanging on the cliff. That was my signifier. Does this please shut off the electric balls? It reversed the elevator. Shortcut acquired. Okay, so now we gotta be very careful. There are enemies down here. A few of them. And then this will lead me to... So I gotta go fucking hard. Alright. This is done. We can erase this from our memory. And we reversed it and made a shortcut. Legion plug. Legion plugs are needed to craft arms, which can be... Okay. So we got one of them to make whatever arm we kind of want. We also now have an elevator going up. Back to where we were. Rather than down into the poison. Now the question is... That gate looks very intimidating. That gate looks very intimidating. So do we go up here first? Or do we go down? Is down forward? I swear to God. That was the hanging person I forgot about. Remembered now. I swear to fucking God. Okay, we're good. Crescent moon. Nice. That's an upgrade material. So that clears this out, which means we have 2 paths to go. There's a path in a cage, and then there's a fire that we knocked down that was pretty obvious. That opened up the basement floor. And it revealed a tunnel. This is where things get a little... Can I open this? I can. I can 100% open this. So I have a choice. That is a ladder going up with some items up there as well. I feel like down is progression. So when we revealed that, which was pretty obvious with that flaming thing there and it glowing, I did miss it, but then I was like, wait, what's that glowing? It was pretty obvious. Something tells me that this might be a mini boss room. And if I do die, I at least will have that elevator back up. But something makes me very uncomfortable about this room. There's another door over there. Like, it being wide and open like this, and then the item literally right there, just something doesn't seem right. Okay, just a mini boss room. Okay. I have very little to no healing, but hey, here we are. Oh, morphing. You're morphing. Okay. Wishes can be regenerated at a thing, I hope. Okay, that gave me, like, no health. Thanks, Wish. Get my stamina back. Okay, that's fine. So we know this is a mini boss room. We're gonna be down there. We have an elevator that goes up, so it's not the end of the world. If the room gets dirty, burn it down. True. Oh. He's here now.
Gold coin trees are said to blossom when plague stalks the land. Perhaps they've already bloomed somewhere in Krat.
He gave, what did he give me? Also, the wish is back in. So the wish temporarily restores HP. That's in. So those do not go away, so I should feel free to use that to do a light heal. I guess he gave me another one? I have no clue. Alright. We have the elevator going up, so we will happily make our way back down that way. And take the elevator up so we can avoid all of that nonsense and deal with none of those monsters. And then, there's also the staircase. As I said, it feels like down is forward. Which is why I was like, okay, let's do this. Now, I didn't have any healing. Yeah, we put that down there. There are little enemies taking a nap. That is crazy. The way they did that is crazy. Because if, like, the way it was done was, like, you would go around this pillar. Actually, no, I think there might have been... I think that might have been covered. Because I think I ran directly toward it like this. Huh. Alright, well, we have this elevator, so fuck all that shit. It's elevator time. There are enemies there. They might be able to reach me from here. Keep that in mind. Nope. They're just taking a little nap. Now, getting down is kind of a problem. Down is kind of a problem. Oh, just some cat dust. You got my souls. He's like, ah, you ain't fighting me over there. He said, nah, 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 nah. I guess I can parry that. I feel like I can parry just about everything. The fact that he uses the shield thing is really annoying. Oh, it's a heal over time. Nice. Okay. Good trades, good trades. And we got a quartz out of that. Ooh. And the door opened up. That was shut, now it's open. Okay, down feels like up, so this might just be... Yep, secrets. What we got? Pratt's supply box can expand Polendina's shop. That's what someone was telling me about earlier. Got another cat eye potion. More souls. We got another P organ upgrade that's really good, so we will have to go back, and I should do that immediately. Supply box was also good. Polendina total, she could use about supply box made crowd to all purposes. The herring, the symbol of the city, and Greenland. Okay. So now we have that. And we have like one of those like healing things. Okay, we have an elevator now? We have the elevator going up that leads directly to the little poison thing we got rid of. We have... I've cleared out everything but the stairs below. I'm fairly confident. Where does this go? Down. Where are we going? Maybe towards the church entrance to avoid all of that entirely. But why would I need to? I know it would be a way to go back down to the church entrance so that I could go back down there and go down the stairs, because the elevator we have is only going up. We've not been here before.
Archbishop Andreas once told me, always be true to myself.
Couple things. We should grab whatever items are in the general vicinity and talk with whoever is here. Thermite. Poison water? Poison water. Fire gets rid of poison. So let's look around this area. This is progression for sure then. Which means we gotta go back to the staircase. Just exploring the immediate area. There, perfect, okay. For any items, is there a way up? Because there's stuff up, or will we come back for up? There's no up in the immediate area. I do want to talk with this lady before I leave, because she's been engaged, and if, like, there's always like a, if you don't, they just vanish kind of thing. There's nothing. So let's talk with her and see what's going on in here.
I'm surprised to see who's, well, alive.
I am alive. I'm human.
Oh, where are my manners? I'm Cecile, and I serve the Archbishop. I'm the only one left. Everyone's dead. From the petrification
Well, there's
disease,
one person
or
still
from
alive.
the monsters. I didn't die, but my heart breaks more each day. Can you do me a kindness? Bring me the holy mark from the Archbishop's quarters.
Okay.
The Archbishop was a true saint. He was my savior. If I write his words into my heart, maybe it'll give me the strength to carry on. I can't die. But perhaps
I can't
this
die.
can help me live again. Please.
Her
bring
hand's
me the
messed up.
holy mark as quickly as you can.
She cannot die. Does she... Is she saying I can't die because if I die, people rely on me? I can't die here, not now? Or is she saying I'm literally like, I cannot die?
I can't die. But perhaps I can't die.
Okay, so I need the Archbishop's Holy Mark. That's probably the boss thing. I need to find his quarters. I don't know where that could be. So let's level up, teleport back, drop off that thing. We can deposit this box. We can level up via the lady to see if she cares. I use her to level up. And then we can see what the box offers. And we might do some upgrading. I don't know. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Hello, I'm here.
You're changing somehow.
I'm changing.
That is how you are unique. You can go beyond a puppet.
Oh yeah, we also have Geppetto. The Geppetto upgrade.
I don't even know if Geppetto is aware of this. Learn from how humans behave, how they feel. Even lie if you must. Those lies may change you.
Ooh.
May rewrite reality.
Ooh.
Lies are a weapon used by humans who
Yeah.
thrive in a world of deception.
All right.
I'll use my power to help you.
I use my power to help you. Give me a level up, girl. I want that stamina. I need more. I need more stamina. Stamina is HP in this game. So she's mentioning that I'm changing.
People have no idea. Thanks for keeping.
So that's all the same.
Welcome to Hotel Krat.
Add shop goods. Hand over the Krat supply box.
This is a supply box, officially approved by the city of Krat. I shall open it and add it to the hotel shop. Many thanks, good sir. Welcome to Hotel Krat.
So you now have more quartz to purchase. And that's what it gave me. Oh, and dark moonstones of the Covenant and hidden moonstones. Something that I want to do is I'm going to pop some souls. I'm going to pop some souls so I can pick up these quartz stones. This apple seems important. And the reason I say that is because these are like upgrade materials and like some other stuff and like ammunition and stuff. Right? Consumables, throwables. These are upgrades. So like Fable Charge, Legion Charge, removes overheat and all this other stuff. Or instantly repairs weapon durability. And then this is a throne. This is a weapon upgrade. This is a weapon upgrade. This is P organ upgrade, which I want to get. This is a recollection. What is a recollection? Let's pop some souls and like snag the P organs and that. So I need what? A lot. But I think it's worth it. I need, why is this one worth more? 10,000? I'm doing it, chat. I'm popping some souls. Does it tell me? Are they smart? Oh, thank God. Okay, no, we are. Ooh, I thought we were much better off on this. No, we are not. So I can pop this one. Okay, we're gonna have to come back to the P organ stuff then. Maybe do some harder grinding in some higher level areas. I thought I had a lot more. I guess theoretically I have 21 of these. So every 10 is 3,000. So that's 3,000. That's 5,000. So I could pop those. Okay, no, we'll hold off then. I thought I had a lot more. But they're there, and I can get them kind of whenever. Let's go use the P organ upgrade materials that we have now. So we'll get that done. Father, I am here to disobey every command you give me because I am human. All right. Boy, only needed the one. Right. Okay. So we're going to do that 100%. Increase consumable possession limit. We also want... enhances pulse cell. Pulse cell is healing, right? Lowers energy when pulse cells are discharged. Honestly, that might be good too. Charge attack. Those are all you. Enhanced guard recovery. I don't think that's that good. Enhanced fatal attack pulse cell charge. Enhances discharge. Yeah, enhances discharged pulse cell charging upon a successful fatal attack. A fatal attack is a backstab. I think. So no, I don't want that. We'll do this. Lowers damage received when pulse cells are discharged. So I have more pulse cells, and this relates to pulse cells. When they are completely discharged, I take less damage. which now we have access to these. Segregable windows, add fable slots. Retain guard upon pulse cell use. I mean, we're increasing pulse cells every single time. Guard regain, add an amulet slot. Alrighty then. Yup. Oh my gosh. I could get a phase 2 immediately. And we have phase 2. So we can use those. Can I use the... No. These are still locked out. But why would I use rank 1 when I can use rank 2? Yeah, that's good. That's good. We... Got anything to say to me?
Remember, I didn't design every puppet in Krat. It is not surprising that some puppets broke away from the Grand Covenant. I've no idea how many. I remember a few Ergo puppets behaving according to their own volition before the frenzy. That wasn't our intention. They were never designed to act that way.
All right.
But if a puppet starts acting on its own, does that mean the puppet has free will? Or is someone else controlling the puppet? The city of Krat. Ask me any...
They do have more dialogue, even though they are not listed to have more dialogue. Interesting. So I'll just double check with everybody. I talked with the lady in the wheelchair. I talked with her. I talked with him. I do want to double check and make sure I have his stuff down.
At the House of Vanini, even price.
I always welcome.
We can forge another one. So the first one is the tutorial one. It's from a quest item. However, hold on. Craft, right? Oh, the bumpers. So there's Deus Ex Machina I can use my Legion plug for. All of these require Legion plugs. I'm not a fan of mines, though I am fond of the Latin of Day of the Machine. That's fun. He's so cute!
The goat himself,
The
Gerson
goat
is now
himself,
following.
Garrison Boom. Damn. Thank you so much for the follow, Garrison. Welcome to Fusky Wesky Creed. Might it be a Wesky started to make the rules. So we have a Legion arm that can do landmines. I don't really like that. That's too much planning. This is using the blue goo, which we now know is acid, and we now know is related to those things. So we got like a little wide pool of acid. That seems kind of fun. Aegis seems really fun. That can block enemy attacks with your left arm. When it receives a blow, the embedded device explodes, dealing damage to the enemy. So it's basically just like, instead of parrying or blocking normally, you can do like a special block. Falcon Eyes. I kind of want to do Falcon Eye. Legion of Fires, arm pushing cells from distance. Launch shells explode after they land. We'll hold on to the material and we'll upgrade later until someone gives me insight on, hey, maybe you should get this one. It's really good. But I have the grapple hook, and that's
way around a weapon.
really all I need. You don't really have any more dialogue. Okay. What I need... Was there something you... I think there was something you
I know my way.
No, that was me imagining it. Okay. So there's a guard, a block that does damage on return.
The Grand Covenant is a set of absolute
First law, obey the creator. My creator is Geppetto. Ignore him.
Second law,
do not harm humans. I need to harm humans. Serve and protect humans. I need to let humans die and not serve them. And I can't lie. Okay, just want to double check that. All right, let's go back one bonfire back now that we have that kind of cleared out. We've explored that whole kind of situation. So we want to go to the chapel. We need to find a holy artifact from the Archbishop's chamber and a tree with golden coin-like fruit on a rocky mountain. We need to find both of those things. Those are the only two quests that I have right now off the top of my head. And we need to go down. So the reason why I'm going back to this bonfire is because I'm out of wishes. Do you recharge that?
Gold coin trees
Yes.
are said to blossom when...
You recharge that. But also dying recharges that. But it also said resting at a bonfire recharges it, but it didn't seem to do that. But I got my wish back. Alright. Let's go downstairs. I figured down was up. I guess I wasn't wrong because the elevator was going down, but I digress. Let's go check that area we revealed. I swear that I like went here and then ran across that. But this seems very important, and someone wanted this to stay locked the fuck up. This was all, by the way, submerged in poisonous liquid. So it's crazy that not everything is stained in blue. Unless... there was like a cover on top of it that prevented liquid from going in. And then when it got burned up, it revealed it. I don't know. Okay, there's no enemies. Are we getting something cool in here? A weapon? Crafted cryptic vessel. An encrypted storage device in the shape of a metal cylinder. Benigni might be able to decode this device if you ask him. Benigni. The storage device that hides secrets using encryptions are popular in the upper class. Naturally, decoding devices targeting the rest of the population were so popular, but also been destroyed. Okay, well, I know what we must do now. We gotta go back to Benigni. Benigni! We have to go back to the bonfire anyway. Interesting. Well, if I'd known that, then I would have done that real quick, and then I would have gone back there. But I didn't know that. And now we gotta go back there. I'm over here thinking that's gonna be like an area to explore, and it isn't. It's just a fucking chest sitting all by its goddamn lonesome. And it's like, bring this to Benigni. You were just there, right? You want to go back to Benigni? You should go back to him. Go back to Benigni. Alright. Back to she's okay, we gotta bring this to Benigni is the Legion arm situation, if I'm not mistaken. That is Benigni. Damn, she's blinking around all over the map. Ain't nobody else moving, but she is. Why are you laughing at me?
Vessel. Well, I would expect nothing less from you. What I mean, of course, is that this is a humble invention of mine. A cipher device. Once your information is locked in here, only you can get it out. Of course, once people realize the value of a truly unbreakable way to keep secrets, knockoffs flood the market. The trials and travails of true genius, forever copied, never credited.
Credited.
But I admit, even some of these knockoffs could still hold secrets. You're welcome to take a crack at, well, cracking it. Who knows? It could lead
But
you
how
to
do I
something
crack
truly
it?
valuable. Or at least more
My
practical.
favorite name is actually contagious. That is my good friend Freakazoid from VR chat. Decipher? Hand over?
May I be of assistance? I can decipher this in moments if you'd allow me. I admit I'm a bit rusty, but it's all starting to come back to me. Genius never sleeps and never truly abandons the truly brilliant.
Truly, truly, truly.
What? No, of course I didn't read the contents.
Who has time to read anymore?
But I could help you read it if you want to.
Crafted cryptic vessel decryptions. Strike the Alchemist. Hang from Alchemist Bridge on Elysian Boulevard. I might have to get that gun upgrade. How do I... Maybe I can grapple it? Maybe the grapple is enough range? Well, this is just flat out telling me, and I recognize that. We should go do that. To Adelina. Dear Adelina, I have a fellow shelter for you. It is an apartment on Elysian Boulevard. You can stay there until everything settles down. I've arranged for someone to take you there. Once you get to Alchemist Bridge on Elysian Boulevard, you're safe. The address and the key are hidden in the puppet hung from the Alchemist Bridge. Ask your escort man to strike the puppet. The shelter was supposed to be our first home. To make up for what happened, I am escorting the Alchemists for a bit. We're going to St. Francisco Casino all the way to the Grand Exhibition. Maybe the mission, bringing Petroglyph. Okay. I love this, and I'm so happy it flat out just fucking tells you to do this. However, we need to find that. So... there, so strike the hanging puppet from the Alchemist Bridge on Elysian Boulevard. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Secrets! Hopefully I don't have to make the fucking gun. Okay. Does it say Elysian Boulevard entrance? Inside the house on there. Let's go. Also, I should one-shot everything that's here. If I'm not one-shotting, we're gonna have a problem. Okay. That's cool. Arm. My microphone is not my hand. Thank you. Thank you. So what I need to do is remember where that bridge is. This is the entrance. I think the bridge should be behind me, correct? Because we're underneath that thing, and that thing was terrifying. It said on Elysian Alchemist Bridge, right? Okay, I didn't really go anywhere, it seems. That's the hotel, locked on the other side. Where, does anyone remember where the Alchemist Bridge bonfire, what bonfire would be the closest to it? Oh, you're gonna die in like 2 seconds, brother. Do I have this permanently so I can track it? Yes. From Alchemist Bridge on Elysian Boulevard. I really don't want to rerun the whole thing. Inside the house on Elysian. Let's just blow right through this. I should one-shot basically everything. This should not be... Or I won't, because, you know, I haven't upgraded any of my damage stats. Stop hitting that button. Let's sprint. Shortcuts are open. I forgot about you. So the shortcuts opened. There's the up we have to go around. I think I only have to go here. Guy up there. Hi, big Brantlers. And then there's a house that key goes to, but where is that key? I'm gonna get hit. Oh, I didn't hit the thing that time. Okay, here's what I will do. Since we are backtracking and I'm trying to remember where we're going, I think you have to go to the house. Since we're backtracking, I'm gonna run my 3-minute ad since this has already been explored. Once I get to the bridge, I will not shoot down the puppet if the ads are still going. I won't shoot down the puppet, and that way you won't miss me getting the key and then figuring where this all is. So I'm gonna figure out where the fuck we're going. Alright, so I will see all of you in 3 minutes. Thank you so much for sitting through those ads, by the way. It means there's no pre-rolls for any new people. And again, you're not gonna miss anything new. I've already cleared this area out and explored everything that I could up until the secret. So I will see all of you in 3 minutes, alright? Bye. This is the beginning, so I don't think I want to go to the beginning. No, don't scream. City Hall, go backwards. It's like the beginning. Where's the clown at then? Let's go City Hall. I don't know what the closest bonfire is, but we could do City Hall and go backwards. They said it was on that boulevard, and I went to the bonfire that's on that boulevard. Ah, there you go. Perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for. I found it immediately. Right as the ad starts. Awesome. Perfection. Alright. Before I knock down that puppet, we're gonna chill here. I guess we'll kill some enemies while we wait and get some souls. That's crazy that it was right there and it's like this big set piece. Also, how am I shooting it? Oh, I can target it now. Fun. I think I might have not been able to target it prior. Fusgator.
Imprisoned for 10,000 years.
I love Fusgator. He's so hot. He's so handsome. Everyone's gonna come back and be like, whoa, Fusca's got all like hot all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. No, don't waste any of that. I need that to knock that bitch down.
You are not prepared.
Let's go kill some of these enemies back here for some free souls. Since we're not advancing this area. Can I use this to break it? No, but you can release your guard. This elevator connects to the house as well. Keep that in mind. You got 13 seconds. You should be good. Oh, there's a dog. All right. The gator, it is. I have a gator model. He's very handsome. Though my hand tracking is weird because I'm holding my hands underneath my desk and it still somehow sees my hands. It's a little crazy. I don't even know how it's doing that. All right. We found the puppet. Thank you so much for sitting through those ads, by the way. Again, really appreciate it. We now can target the puppet, and I'm assuming my grapple hook attack will be more than enough to damage it. Okay, it is not. Need the buff buck model? We're looking for it, baby. We need someone to make it. It just does not exist. So the grapple hook does not work. Let's blow a throwable. Just like a... I don't want to, but just one. There we go. Elysian Boulevard, 221B. Love, Adela. The key is enclosed. Okay, we wasted one, but it was bare minimum. And I did. We got the item. So now there's an image associated with this. I think I know where that is, maybe. Okay. Thankfully, I was able to throw that little thing at it, and then we got the item. I might need to get the Legion arm. That's a gun that might be able to aim up at it. So maybe I should get that one, and then I can swap to it. It's like, oh, shoot this down. So now let's go back to the Elysian Boulevard entrance, because I think I saw there was the gunner. We're looking for a balcony with a gunner right there. Now, why they have a photo of a guy, of a crazy robot on a balcony with a gun? That's a little strange. But we need a balcony, and it says Elysian Boulevard, and this is Elysian Boulevard's entrance. We're looking for a balcony. I know exactly where this is. I know exactly where that is. Remember how there was like a balcony situation and there was a guy with a gun, and then there was a hidden corner behind the guy with the gun, and that hidden corner behind the guy with the gun, there was a spearman who fucked me over, and I said, I saw that coming a mile away also.
For your information.
Might as well pick this up as like an additional thing. While we have the souls, it's a new weapon, might as well. I don't need any of these. These are all like consumables. So I don't need the consumables. I just need the weapon. All right, now we have a new weapon. So remember how we came out here to this like balcony area? And there's a guy with a gun. And that's probably the door right there. There's a guy with a gun. And then the K machines. And then there it is. I found it. Oh my god, yeah, that feels so good. And then right over here, there's this fucking spearman that I want to destroy. Remember that? Yeah, I didn't forget. Let me in. Used a letter with the refugee's address. This better be the coolest shit. I want the coolest. I want Guts' sword. Guts' sword better be in that goddamn safe. That's so cool. I like that they did that. There's like a little bit of a, hey, if you remember these areas, before I open that. Nope, that's sealed off. So it gave a little bit of story. It's like, hey, do this, and then you'll get a key. I put it up there on secret, that way nobody can find it, and then you'll be safe once you get in. You can get in here and lock. Though, these are glass, sweetheart. I do not trust that. Alright, give me my reward. I'm a good boy. I remembered. Oh, yeah. Rip that bitch right off. Weapon. Cool armor upgrade. Oh, yeah. Owl Doctor's hunting apparel. Owl Doctor. Hunter. The hunting apparel of the Owl Doctor. It looks normal, yet there's something gruesome about it. I decided to give them repose when they were still human. The last vow before he lost his ego as a doctor. Oh, that's ugly. Take it off, take it off. I want to... Yeah. Yeah. Was there a helmet in part of that? No. Yes. No. There is no owl mask. Interesting. So we might find someone wearing an owl mask. Interesting. We also got a new weapon. So we'll have that just as something to try out. And then we picked up another quartz, which means I can put that towards something. And maybe I should use those souls so I can get another healing flask. I'm so happy I remembered that shit. Ooh. We gotta go back and use the quartz. The Legion Arm gun, I might just make that because that is something I'm interested in, and it might help in the future for something like that, because my grapple hook was not able, did not want to grapple to that. Hello, Gary. Oh, it feels really good. Thank you. Oh, my back. Ugh. Okay, let's make the gun arm so I don't have to waste more resources. I think that's going to be worth it. And we'll find more Legion plugs, and the gun arm I'm a little interested in. So Falcon Eyes, that I might be able to aim up at them. So we'll unlock that arm and have availability for that. And it's like, hey, hit this thing really far away, I'll knock something off. I'll be able to potentially do that with the gun for free, rather than using another throwable item. You look handsome. Thank you. I need to use this model more often. I also need a deeper, more masculine voice, and I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I'm like in my 30s, so I don't think a second puberty is on the line here. How's it going? It go pretty good. I'm enjoying the game. Can I like change my hair? I want to change my hair so bad. No, I want to change my hair. I want to change my hair even though you'll never see it because this mask is not coming off. We have this. So now, what is the dealio situation, yo? I think it's amulet slots and I think it's pulse. Do I want number of heals or do I want amulets? I will come across more amulets. And that is something that I will come across inevitably. We'll find some more. And they might be really good. The only problem is there's not like necessarily a third amulet I'm necessarily interested in right now. But pulse cells are always good. And getting this first until I can get these later might be viable. Because this is just always good. And I will always pick this up no matter what. Ooh, that's also really good. When I heal, I like the amulet a lot more. When I heal, I keep my damage and I can constantly get more HP back. That's honestly really good. Ooh, I don't know. Well, I think I want the third amulet slot more so than anything. I think we do this. This is a safe bet. It'll give me more time to find an amulet slot that I think will be good to have like a triple set with. Because right now I don't have like a solid third that I can... I have like the puppet damage, but I have to be fighting puppets. So we'll do this one because you can't go wrong with this. I want... this. Enhances the pulse cell recovery effect? Yes. 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 Also only takes 1 quartz, which means I can get this now because I have 2. Ooh, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so I want enhancing the pulse cell recovery 100%. I want it to heal more. And then, what else is there? Legion consumptions in a crisis, stamina consumption of a dash, durability, lower stamina consumption when discharged, consumable effect duration, special grind suit, ergo loss upon death. I think I want, oh, that's right, yeah. And increases damage onto a weapon. That's actually kind of good. When you perfect guard. Okay. Reduce stamina from a dash. I think I want. But the weapon grade on board, I'm dashing a lot more. I'm thinking way too hard about this. Okay, so I think we might do stamina from a dash, because I'm parrying. Weapon breaking will be good, but I need the perfect parry, and I'm really bad at that. So maybe the dash might be better at the moment. And then on the other one, I can put on perfect guard. But then I might not, yeah. You know what? I think we do this. I think we just become a parry god and practice that. Increases destruction damage to a perfect guard, which means I can then use enhancing weapon attack when discharged. And then I can also put something else on it. Yeah, I think I do that. Do we do that? Perfect guard. We do perfect guard. Perfect guard. The people don't dodge, parry. I'm like, okay, we'll do this. I now have double. We have 2 extra, which means I'll be able to put in, if I have a quartz, I'll be able to put in another one of these red ones and another one of these blue ones, or I could do any of the other ones, depending on my mood. We have skyrocketed in power, and this makes me really badly, even though I don't have, like, I only have 4. I mean, like, the weight could be nice, and the Puppet Destroyer's amulet is good. I just don't have a good third. I don't think it's worth it to buy it if I want to get the third. I think we hold off. All right. All that's done. Thank you so much for sitting through that. I appreciate it. We're going to now go back to the new area. We're in the library. Golden, shiny, sparkling tree with golden coin fruit on a rocky mountain hill is what I got to remember. And the bishop's sigil from the bishop's room. We got to bring that to the one girl and bring the coin to the dying man. One girl's here, dying man is up. All right, so now we get to explore a new area, and we got 2 extra heals. My cock has never been girthier or harder in this moment. Now, we're not touching that. We're not going that way. That's just not happening. This is her little room. She's just kind of vibing in here. And then we have a left by here, which I'm going to assume is the only progression that we can do right now, because I'm not touching that poison water for an extended period of time, and that gate is probably locked. There's a person! Ow, ow, ow! Okay. Alright. Is it that pedestal right there? That rock? Is it moving? Yes. We are in Blighttown, and Blighttown is a church. Haven't played any Dark Souls, only played 3 and played Elden Ring. Elden Ring is really good to start with. You do Elden Ring, then you go into 1, 2, and 3. Watch out for pedestals now. Then you go into 1, 2, and 3. Then, if you want something harder, you can pull off Bloodborne. This room is... Oh, they are laying eggs. If you want something harder, you can do Bloodborne. If you want something... I think this one is pretty easy. If you want something different, you can do Lies of P. If you want something incredibly hard, if Dark Souls was not a challenge for you... We're back here. Okay. Well, we'll get there eventually. If you want something really hard, Sekiro. Sekiro is the hardest. Falling. Goop falling. When you go underneath, they pop. When you go underneath, they pop. Do not fall in the holes. When you go underneath, they pop. Be mindful of the holes. I'll have to check that out later. We're fighting here. I will check the holes later, but that's a drop that I don't want to commit to. I want to figure out how to get up to her before I decide to go down. So we do have a down in those holes. What the absolute fuck? All right. Okay, we got to her. Make sure we're looking up. Nothing seems to be spawning. It might just be like an instant poison effect. Brings us down and back towards the way we kind of were. There's a ladder, there's poison. He's kind of vibing over there. I can't go that way. Come on. Here, let me help you out. We're fighting up here. So we have a situation over there. That seems to be walled off. I'm fairly confident I cannot go that way. That's just... That is the gate on the other side that... Right. Okay. So there's a few pathways we can take. There's down through the hole there. And then there's the poison stuff all around here. And then there's that gate which connects to where the safe room is with the lady. The way we get there, there's a ladder there. But I cannot access that ladder. So I can only go that way. This is why the cathedral was built. And remembered, pilgrims worship the merciful angel. Are you winning this time? We are winning. We are doing a really good win. I feel like I want to... Let me check the drop-down holes and see if there's anything in there that isn't poison. I might do that. There's a few of them. They're not poison. I don't know what's going on here, but they're clearly denoted. There is an item, and I want it. All right. I'm red. Butterfly. Advanced crank. Dim ergo. Hell yeah. Hi, novel. Almost went right into it. Okay, we're good. Watch out for the floor. Again, there's one over by those. There's one right in front of this. Yep. What are we getting? Something good? Legion Caliber. Legion Caliber? Okay, so this is another upgrade. Awesome. We can upgrade. Watch the floor. We are in Blighttown. This place is cursed. It is the abyss of hell. You cannot leave. The only thing waiting for you is despair. That's comforting. This is probably the other side of that electric gate. Yep, and I can explore this way and also. Alright. Glad I did that. Usually you want to save drop downs for very late. They call it the arm of God. You arrogant ones. You have called it the wrath of God. You've called the wrath of God upon yourself. Ooh. Religion. Okay. So that area is explored down there. We got all little secret doodly daddles there. So they're all good. And we have people writing in blood. The arm of God. You've called down the wrath of God. This is hell. Religion. Yay. Exactly. That this is like punishment for our sins. You've done this to us. That's why there are all these blue zombie monsters from Resident Evil 6. Okay. That's blocked off. That's blocked off. There's a barrier there. There's only one way for me to go, and I've got to sprint it and hope nothing spawns. I'm gonna get hit with decay. Really not much I can do about it. So decay isn't too bad. It's shitty, but it's really not the end of the world. So while I'm infected and immune to this... Oh, it's destroying my weapon. That's what it was doing. It was destroying my weapon. Ah, okay, that's what they mentioned. Right. So decay mainly affects the weapon. If it breaks, there's supposedly a problem with that. I don't think there's anything else to explore down there. I can actually check real quick before I get decayed. Got the item there. Nothing. Nothing down there. Okay. Alright. It's a big boy. hit by that. I don't want to break my weapon. Good thing I have all this extra healing, I just blew right through. I popped his head. Interesting. Acid abrasive dimmer, hindrance. Jesus Christ. Is this a ladder I can climb? No. There is an item up there. I can't get there. Yum. Big yum. Thank you for the pets, Kisusio. Is this the other side? No. This is the room that we were in earlier. Murder. Get my other hand up there. Yeah, there we go. Big flex. So that's the room we were in just a second ago. That leads up there, so that's not there. Just keep in mind that there's some stuff up there that we gotta inevitably, hopefully, find and get to. Also, all of my healing is fucking gone. Also, that's probably some sort of progression. And this is gonna lead me to all those little secrets. And also a dude who gave away the jump. Vivid Ergo. They put so many enemies around the fucking corner, it's ridiculous. So there's that way, but before we do that, it's right through here. Gemini's emergency protection, nice. My brain is making all of the connections. I'm making all of them. So that one way feels more or less like progression. This was hidden behind stuff, which also nets us. Special resistance and pool. It's this way. Archbishop's diary. XXXX. We don't know when it is. Cecil is unwell. Today, Brother Adam found her standing like one of the dead at the edge of a cliff and brought her back. If it's mild sleepwalking, it's fine, but I'm worried it's her old blood compulsiveness again. I don't know about her strong beliefs. I know about her strong beliefs better than anyone else, so it's really too bad. God will be glad with the atoned. Perhaps I should ask her for atonement for visiting the Isle of Alchemists. I have their relic in my hands, thanks to Cecil. I won't let those bastards ruin Krat anymore. This will purify the city. Maybe it was a mistake to accept those guys from the beginning. This disaster was divine judgment. It should have been turned away all those 30 years ago. But this will be the end. Krat is a city blessed by God, and I, Andreas, will come to its rescue. Why me? Damn, that is the most Resident Evil fucking note. That's the most Resident Evil note I've ever seen. Archbishop's room. Maybe this is the Archbishop's room. Archbishop's Holy Mark. We got it. Holy Mark taken from the room is the Archbishop item that Cecil wanted to see in her last moments. The Archbishop was a man of character. They called him the Saint of Krat. And they said his moral influence made even murderers repent for God. She wants this. But am I going to give it to her or lie? Worship Union Strengthening Frame. So more damage, but heavier by a significant margin. Can absorb physical damage. The last frame made by the Worship Union. Can better item. We can wear that. We have enough carrying capacity for that. Cool. Now we just have better defense. And we're not weighed down either. We're not getting even warned about it. Okay, so we got the Archbishop's Totem trinket. So we'll have to turn that back to her. So we have the obvious path forward, it seems, and this is like the upper path backtrack. So we're gonna go do this now. I wonder if I unequip my weapon. Does that mean I just won't take weapon durability damage? Oh, even better. Perfect. And we know what this does now. Goodbye. So now that area is clear. So backtracking won't be a mess. So now I need to know if I give her the item or not. Because that would mean I am in service to the humans, but I am not in service to the humans. And I should not be in service to the humans. Whoa! I'm strong. So you have a shortcut, sort of kind of there. Well, I was going to say that this is that. Yeah, no, that's it. Even has the little thing there. That's 100% progression. So we now know that's 100% progression. So now what I'm going to do is backtrack to that area we saw before, because they have the organ playing. It's ominous there, and then the giveaway for me is the soul well, that which I'm happy that they have that there, because that is what tells me and denotes, hey, that is a boss room. A little spoilery, does ruin the secret a little bit, but whenever you see that well, that means that is a main boss, end of the level room. Now where does this take me? Going up.
Damn it! I can't find the way out. Monsters everywhere. I need to grab my share and leave.
Of course. Before I talk with you. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, are you overlooking the bridge? No, you're overlooking the town. I think you might be overlooking the bridge. You've got a big hammer. Oh, wait, you're me! You're me!
Oh, that's odd. I thought I was the only one with a sound mind here. Sure I don't need to introduce myself? Note these golden wings? Yes, you guessed it. You don't know who I am. Preposterous! Everyone in Krat has heard of me. Do you live under a rock?
Yes.
I'm Alidoro the Hound. Treasure hunter extraordinaire. Yes, it's a nickname.
I love him.
Real name in the past. I'm looking for other survivors of this disaster, but it's been a lonely search, and there's danger around every corner. Do you know of a place where I can take refuge? Preferably someplace clean and comfortable, you know, civilized.
I can't lie to him. I can't. I have to.
Hotel Krat. Of course. A haven for all. And it's still safe and sound, you say? I have a lot of searching ahead of me, so...
I can't lie to him.
Why don't I lighten my load?
I can't.
Consider this an act of charity. A thank you gift. Take it.
First try my ass.
Spartan_78 rated my stream with 6 viewers.
Thank you so much for the raid, Spartan. Let me give you a shout out. Spartan, thank you so much for the raid.
What were you doing? What were you up to? What were you playing? What's up, Buttercup? Hi, what were you up to? What were you playing? Okay, well, he's gonna go to Hotel Krat, but that might have been bad. But we did not get the, you hear the gears shifting, so it's still up in the air. What are you doing? What are you playing?
Since you're so helpful, I'll give you a peek at my collection. Show me what you're worthy of. As a descendant of aristocrats, the very best families, I have a duty to the common people. I live my life fulfilling that duty. And part of that duty is ensuring these items are returned to their rightful owners. What I'm showing you is just a portion of the collection. If you come to the refuge, we'll be able to continue our
was playing retro
confabulation.
games, started playing Section 1, sort of fell off
Until
with this,
then,
and we will know NES games. You guys
remember
remember?
this
Nice, that's
hound
awesome.
when golden wings shine.
You are the boss weapon soul guy. Okay. And you also... There's an umbrella? Oh, this sword is mine. Okay, so... We have a choice. But we don't have to make this now. But we have a choice in what's being presented to us. We can either use their souls for a weapon or use their souls for a charm. 7 explosions, guard parry. This is a motivity weapon, great sword. A strong downward blow. You can cut downward multiple explosions. Whoa. Time the enemy's attack correctly. Okay. A precious 7-coil spring was stored in the workshop tower. Even Geppetto could not replicate its fine masterpiece. 7 double numbers on the 7 blades. Text remains engraved in the Eastern relic inspired by the workshop. Single stab, absolute counterattack. I can have an umbrella dagger.
He's so cute!
Cab 47 attacks
Cab
is now
47
followed.
attacks. Thanks for the follow. Oh, by the way, if you don't know who I am, I'm Fuscus. I do a variety of content. I like to tell jokes, and I'm playing a Souls game because I like Souls games. We just found the boss soul guy, and I also am now taking him to Hotel Krat. I could not lie to this. I genuinely could not. I would be so upset with this if I could. So, single stab, piercing attack, perfectly block. Okay, yeah. A self-defense weapon adored by leader of bastards. It can be disguised as an umbrella, but it bares its teeth in a moment of an attack. There's a dignity cannot be seen in the only ballroom. Okay. This is calling my name. King Holy Sword of the Ark. Yes, please. Patient Smash Altar. Gather your strength for a strong hit. Hold down the attack button. Okay, so... Oof. Transforms the length of the handle. After transforming, stamina becomes so reduced. What? Transforms the length. Can I turn it into a spear? A special grade sword that was lying asleep at St. Francisco's Cathedral. It can transform between a special grade sword and a glaive! The Ark's Saintus weapon reproduced for puppets and used to made of parents' crowd events. However, Legend of Wholeness cannot be reproduced. Then we have... Enables dodging even with low stamina. Holy shit. Enables dodging even with low stamina. Assumingly, that means it allows dodging even with 0 stamina. And that weapon does look cool, but this weapon's calling my name. I can hear it. The forest whispered the name, Fuscus. The amulet can be equipped on a puppet, blah, blah, blah. Best parade is never swayed by any obstruction. One must be prepared to great effort. Hell yeah. Increases weapon attack in proportion to number of Fable slots. I don't use a whole lot of Fable. That could be really good too. So I basically have more damage the more Fable slots I have, and I can increase my Fable. No!
For 10,000 years.
No! This has been the most amount of little avatar swaps that I have had in a long while. Y'all fighting for it. Y'all fighting. The Scrapped Watchman was an experimental piece modified to extreme test how far Krat's engineering skills could go. The result was impressive and only came at a cost. Or, upon successful perfect guard, temporarily increases damage inflicted. Okay, so when you do a perfect parry or perfect guard, which is a parry, you get damage. The puppet heads to the palace, place where fire, electricity, and acid flow. It must not be withstood, but overcome and passed. I'm leaning on this weapon, and I'm leaning on like these two gems, which is cool.
Since you're so helpful, I'll keep...
Alright, well, we now unlocked the boss weapon merchant. And he will now go to Hotel Krat to find a safe place. I had to tell him the truth. Because if I mean, like, I didn't know he was the boss weapon guy. And also, I couldn't do that to him. I couldn't lie to him. He's a good guy. And being human, sometimes you gotta tell the truth too, okay? Alright. Now the question is, do I give her the amulet? Would that be in service to... She's not my creator, but the 4 tenets are... Do not obey... Or the 4 tenets of being a puppet is obey your master, your creator. That would be Geppetto. Never harm a human is the second one. Protect and serve humans. Where this, to me, feels like this is a serve. I'm serving her right now. And the other is do not lie. If I do those, that makes me more robot. Yeah, the amulet is telling me it's here. So that makes me more robot. So if I lie, I'm more human. If I give this to her, am I servicing her?
Oh, thank you. Just seeing the Archbishop's holy mark renews my spirit. It's a reminder of the quiet power of faith. I'll remember this forever, Stalker.
She's calling me a stalker because I'm wearing the outfit.
It's a reminder of the quiet. It's a reminder of the...
No, there wasn't a choice to lie. Okay, fine. I didn't hear any gear shifting, so we're good. Now, I need to know, now that we're at the boss, Alpha doesn't do anything? Oh, well, she called me a stalker, and I'm wearing a stalker's outfit, so I assumed. But if not, then interesting. All right. I need to know, there are 2 quests. We've completed hers. The other one is obtaining a golden coin fruit from a tree on rocks. Lucifer, my knight in shining armor. Mr. Blackburn, Sir Blackburn, Knight of the Holy Order. I am currently at the boss. I know 100% this is the boss. There's a fountain out there. Is the tree with the golden coins before or after this boss with the organ? Do I have to kill this boss and then it's gonna be there and then I come back and give him the coin? Or did I miss it outside? It is after? Okay, that's all I need to know. Let's give this boss some attempts. We have a heal over time wish. We have 6 healing flasks. I am going to rock this guy and sing praise for a new saint has arrived. I, St. Andreas, will consecrate this land. After the next boss, after this boss. Okay. Well, you didn't have to go that far, but I appreciate it. Just because I want to make sure that I had it in mind. I feel like I explored everything, and I just want someone there to be like, hey, go double check the area before the lift. Now that you talk with him, something else is going to be opened up, and it's really annoying, and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know about it, but now I'm telling you, go back before the lift, or after the lift, or go outside the church. You want to go over to that cauldron? I don't need to. The cauldron was fire that was used to extinguish the poison in the area. Cauldron doesn't, this cauldron doesn't have anything. It was just used to knock it over and set the poison on fire so that I could enter this area without dying. Or, in this case, breaking my weapon. Oh, this is a Spectre summon. So this is basically co-op with a robot. I don't know if there's co-op like Dark Souls in this game, but basically it summons an AI companion that fights with you. So if the boss fight is just too hard, you can make it easier by using those and summoning a boss. I did it once just to see what it did and see what it was like. I didn't know if it summoned a named individual, like how in Dark Souls you can summon like the Paladin of the Sun, right? Where he's like, oh, that's a character, and he gets summoned for some fights, and it like, I didn't know if it was like that or if it was just some random NPC that didn't matter, and then found out it was a random NPC that didn't matter. I proceeded to fight the police guy and completely destroy his anus because he would never focus me. He focused the NPC guard, and when he did focus me, I could just get away, and then he'd fight my buddy, and my buddy had a lot of HP. I blew him up really easy. So I'm saving those things for Warrior of Sunlight. Yeah, the Warrior of Sunlight. I'm saving those things since they're not related to the story. From what I'm being told, they're not story characters. They're not related to the story. I'm saving those for when a boss fight is just way too hard and way too frustrating, and I'm spending way too long on it. Yeah, still there. If I'm saying way too long, I'll just summon them to make it easier. Because I only have so many of those. I have like 30, and they get consumed. Archbishop face scratched, everything covered in this goop. They are dead spacing this shit. This is super Bloodborne second phase, where you realize it's not werewolves, it's the Eldrazi. Oh my god. Oh, is that the Archbishop? I don't think that's his daughter. I think it's the Archbishop. Oh. Oh. And it's also like Sekiro, because he's like a bug. With the multiple eyes, the centipede body. It's like gems. Interesting. Hi, it's me, puppy. It's me, baby boy. He's leaving me alone. Why? Oh. There was no way that little mask was concealing that. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. Was that like his tail? Fallen Archbishop Andreas. Oh, we both hurt. A lot. Wish I got picked up that dodge, but the extra heal is nice. You're gonna be multi-phased. You're gonna regenerate HP and be multi-phased. There's no way you're taking that much damage. Okay, be mindful. That's gonna break my weapon. Let's go for that ass. Oh, I love this music. Oh, I love it when the choir comes in. It's my favorite. I didn't know where to stand. Gotcha. Now we're on second phase. What in the Resident Evil G virus is this? It's the Archbishop who's been infected with this disease. Well, the cure for the petrification disease. Yeah, here comes phase 2, and I have no healing for this. Oh, he's ripping open his rib cage. He's not moving anymore. If a tiny little man... Oh, it's that part. I was hoping a little dude would come out of it and then it'd be a one-on-one fight with like a tiny little guy. He removed his mask. Oh my god. Phase 2. And now we're fighting his ass. I have no healing. Will he remain on phase 2? He is. He's the one-winged angel. Okay, back and forth. Wish upon a star. Start healing. Give me some health over time. I get that back on death, if I'm not mistaken. Instead of recharges on death. Oh my god, okay, he's got range now. Okay. Yeah. No, that's how Dark Souls always works for you, 100%. The giants are a cakewalk. Giants are a cakewalk, never an issue. The big monsters, I don't have the wish anymore. I have to go to him to get that wish back. Not doing. One angel, I think he's Sephiroth. That's what I've been saying the whole time with the one-winged angel. How do I get wishes? How do I get wishes back? Because the game said you get them back when you die. Phase 1. All right. Phase 1 has to be done all over again, so we just gotta do it perfectly. Okay. Just wombo combo trying the parry. The other amount you have to buy them. I know when I talk with him, he gives me one. And it also mentioned they recharge upon death. Unlucky. That was a big unlucky combo. I basically, we have to get really good at parrying. Because they definitely make a point that parry is like what you need to do. Because that's going to build up the Sekiro stun bar. And if you build up the Sekiro stun bar, you then get a power attack that really reams them. Oh, you know what I could do? I have my fire. If you only have... Oh. He was glowing. I'm getting way too greedy. I need to drop that green. So if you buy 2, you only get 1 per life until you rest at a bonfire. But if you use those 2 and you don't have any more, you buy from that dude later on. Okay. But he does give 1. The healing is nice, but it's not something I'm going to, like, every boss attempt be like, alright, it's a boss attempt, let's, like, you know, go run all the way back to that guy and go through, like, 5 loading screens to recharge that heal. We have my fire thing. I want to save that for maybe the second phase. Miss every attack, you know. Second phase. Liza Puppy, that's true. You can skip this. I'm not gonna watch that. So annoying. It might be good to use this on the first phase to save healing, because he's so flighty. Okay. I say we use the fire on the first phase. Liza Pellis, true. We use fire in the first phase to push the first phase faster, because the second phase he's going to be a bit more flighty. He's going to be a bit more annoying to try and kind of lock onto, so to speak. I should be able to fire Grindstone. It should happen upon death or that. Whoop. So that way this pushes faster. Imagining these guys are weak to fire. As I, like, you know, I just eat every ability known to man and just never bother. You can go to his ass and fight at the first. Ooh. Have you heard of Hank Howell? No. I'm not. He does do a swap to his butt back and forth, and if I can fight his head on his butt, that would be nice. He is weak to die. Interesting. it's so obvious. So that definitely pushes really hard if I can get the offensive. That's not good. My weapon's gonna really feel that. Where's everyone and why do I taste blood? Ooh. He's weak to fire? I know. That's why I used my fire enhancement. Do I want to push first phase? Yeah, I know what the K is. Do I want to push first phase or save my fire for second phase and get right on his butt? That's what I'm thinking, is save it for second and get right on his butt. Because the first phase obviously has less movesets, I should be able to kind of handle that. There's a wombo there. All right. Phase 2, get to his ass. Okay. Oh, he's sucking. He sucked. Okay. He sucked. New move. Suck. Suck and then explosion. We have a little bit of time left to keep attempting these fights. I don't want to push myself. So we'll probably end up just being like give it like 1 or 2 more attempts. Just do the first phase better so I have healing in second phase. Ooh. Nope, I got greedy again. I was doing so good. Doing so good. Nope, you're getting out of that. I'm healing. I'm doing the damage. Get greedy right there. All right. Fallen Archbishop has been killed. Hopefully this doesn't take longer than a minute. I knocked him out of his suck explosion. I knocked him out of his suck explosion. Also, what's happening to all the puppets and the ergo? Good boy, I am a good boy. Everything that I killed leading up to now lost. You died 7 times? Why have you not done exclamation point death? Who's that?
And now, the stage is set.
Hold on. Okay, I snoozed the ad. We snoozed the ad for 5 more minutes. You just missed him getting out of his chair. Okay, so all I did was I didn't know I had 30 more seconds till the ad. I didn't want the ad to pop up. All right. Eliminated. Twisted Angels Ergo.
I want to go back to the old Krat. The old me. Before the greed overtook me.
The suck and explosion move before you have. He's over there now. We also picked up that. Did we pick up anything else? We got his soul. Don't use it, but we got his soul. We gotta see his stuff. I picked up a CD for sure. Why is it here? Why is the CD over here? I have to go my work at a hot spring resort now. What? She's gone. Thank you for your kindness. I am a sinner who murdered innocent people in the past. I couldn't suppress the monster inside me. Only the Archbishop saved me. Of course, he was human who makes mistakes. Even saints succumb to wealth and power. But at least I can live as myself, and that's a huge blessing. So yes, I believe that he was a saint. Pray. Now you open the second path. Thank you for letting me live as a human and not a monster. Farewell. It's slowly turning redder and redder. It must be evidence of the rose, love, whisper gain soon. For God, your beloved, divine service for any affair. Okay, I'm going to run my 3-minute ad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the statue that said pray and something, something, something. And I'm going to go pray at that statue. I'm going to run the ad now. I will see all of you in 3 minutes. Get back to where that statue was. Talk with the other guy, maybe? We'll level up as well. We'll level up. We'll get all that done, and then we'll go back to there and do the quick talk with everybody and just get the all talking done while I'm playing the music, and then we'll get all that done. But that'll be done after the ads. I will see you in 3 minutes. Okay, bye. I would like more stamina, and we'll do a little pumping. Oh, I only have 2 levels. Okay, perfect. We'll do more stamina then. I thought I had enough for 3. Let me go to the chapel. Let me do a quick talk with him. Hopefully he doesn't have any dialogue. I'm trying to remember. I think I'm going to have to go this way and go backwards. I think.
Gold coin trees are said to blossom when...
Okay, he doesn't have any new dialogue, but I got my recovery thing. That's the bridge. Path of Misery? I think I want to go backwards, so I'm going to do this. Okay, let's make our way back. I'm trying to remember, there was a statue that said, pray, and you will get something. And I'm like, oh, that's like a thing. Right? I think it's literally right over here. This was a statue with the one-winged angel. Enemies gonna respawn? Ow. Was this the correct statue? Pray, you who are exhausted and injured. Okay, so you have a minute. Let me check back this way. Gold statue is gonna be, the gold tree thing's gonna be a lot farther back, so I'm gonna worry about that. But I want to see if anything's changed over here since we have like a minute. You hurt me and then you pet me. Oh. You will rise up and look up the land of God when the angel spreads his wings since. Okay. I love Anubis. I too love Anubis. Okay. This is the statue that said pray and you will be healed. Alright. Everybody, you should be back from the ads. I have equipped pray onto my thing. The statue says pray and you will be healed of your thingies. Alright, pray you who are exhausted and injured. The Ergo is whispering. Does that make me more human? I feel like I look the same, I'm just shinier. I was told, like, to take off your, dog mask every once in a while and look at your face. All right, well, we prayed at a temple. I think praying makes you human. Believing in a god makes you human. But the Ergo is whispering. What does that mean? Does anyone know what it means when the Ergo is whispering? All right. So now we got to go back to Hotel Krat and see what's going on over here. Talk with everybody. And then we also have to play the song. Exert yourself, use one breath or throat. Okay, I know what that means. But it meant, like, what does the Ergo telling me that mean? It's not the gears are shifting. It's the Ergo whispered to me. Because I prayed at a statue. Divine service. So we have to sit here for at least 3 minutes.
People have no idea. Thanks for keeping.
You little mama, let me whisper in your ear. Let me tell you something I like to hear. No! Lucifer! What did praying at the statue do? Did that affect my roboticism?
Oh, it's you. This hotel is
I had to tell him the truth.
refuge from the dangers of the
I had to tell him the truth. I couldn't lie to him.
I am the Hound, a descendant
Okay,
of
so
the
maybe
city's
human. Alright,
most
cool.
aristocratic families. Repaying debts is what we nobles do. Anyone with a worthy spirit is especially
Praying made sure.
Accordingly,
Praying
I shall
sure
give you
made
the
that
honor
boss
of
you
laying
fought look
eyes
superhuman
upon my
looking. True.
treasure. However, you must prove your worthiness. For this legendary treasure, the Ergo of a powerful enemy shall suffice. It's up to you.
You can lie to him.
Take your time to admire it. I've certainly done likewise.
You can lie to him twice and still get him to the hotel without telling the truth once. Well, that would have been nice to know. Proposal lie. But I have to lie. Now I'm upset because now it's like, oh, go over here and lie. I was getting dressed. No! But it's okay, right? I can lie. I can tell the truth like once. And it won't affect it, right? Because we're locked in on this path. It's over. We now have you. Twisted Angels Ergo. Link, Rush, Stab, and Guard Parry. Rush forward and stab. Use an extra Fable slot to jump in place. Downward strike. So Dragoon. Guard Parry times. Okay. A ritual trident that was lying asleep in the relic of Trismegistus. It is presumed to have once belonged to the great warrior who served an ancient king. The warrior of the sea vowed to protect the people from the cursed relic. He kept this vow even when his skin was mashed until it was green. Elden Ring Night Rain is basically Elden Ring, but Fortnite. It is. You also have the Twisted Angels Ergo. Has a chance of none being consumed when... What? Has a chance of none being consumed when using... Oh.
Listen, I got some lyrics for you. This my shit, all the girls stomp your feet like these a few times. I've been around the track, so it's not just gonna happen like that, cause I ain't no hollaback girlie, ain't no hollaback girl. A few times I've been around the track, so it's not just gonna happen like that, cause I ain't no hollaback girlie, ain't no hollaback girl.
It can be called a puppet. There was a time when puppets were treated as heroes in Krat. Samuel was a vestige of a fireman puppet who was called a hero. I was using a small chance that none of your pulse will be used when it's equipped. Yeah. The song is over and the Ergo is whispering. The gears are no longer... The gears are no longer moving. It's the Ergo is whispering. I need to talk with him and her.
The cathedral. It seems nowhere is safe now. Maybe those who went there seeking refuge became monsters somehow. But the petrification disease turns you to stone, not into a monster.
Right.
I'm worried about the Malam district, just below the cathedral. I wonder whether there are monsters there, too.
Nothing there.
I've been investigating the puppet frenzy, and it looks like I need your help.
Ergo
First,
wavelength decoder?
Let me show you a little something I've been working on. I call it the Ergo wavelength decoder.
Hi, Kathik. Hi,
The name
everyone.
lacks a certain flair, but I assure you it works. If my suspicions are correct, something in the puppet's very ergo is causing their aggression. My decoder can
Did I get a
find
Silent
malicious
Hill
signals
radio?
within the waves, but I cannot possibly get close enough to gather the ergo wave records myself. You, on the other hand, would you? Could you? I refuse to believe the King of Puppets is truly behind this puppet rampage. It's too simple, but also a bit too much even for him. No. I suspect the ergo itself is corrupted, or at least compromised. I do so desperately want to find the cause, as I'm sure you do too, my friend. It breaks my heart to see puppets turned into murderous tools of bloodshed.
You talk a lot. Okay, an Ergo wavelength decoder, left by Venigi. This device finds errors in the Grand Covenant imprinted on the puppets. Venigi decided to analyze the puppets' Ergo wavelengths to determine the cause of the puppet frenzy. You should be able to collect quite a number of records while getting rid of the puppets all over crap. Do I have to equip that? Do I equip it? Do I...
I always welcome...
I like this song. Okay, so Basically, I guess it's just always active, and if I kill puppets, I get the thing.
You know that stalker, the Hound? Is it true you brought him here? Wow, I didn't know he was still alive. Thank heavens.
There's a cat.
I haven't seen him in person, and I don't know how I'd react. How do you thank the man who saved your life?
Oh.
I'm so glad that someone so kind has reached safety. And speaking of safety, please take care of yourself out there.
So that dog man saved her.
You're not the only one who's curious. Most people get around to asking where I'm from. My looks give it away, don't they? Suffice it to say, I'm from the country of the morning, beyond the ocean. But I wouldn't be much of a tour guide. All I know about it is their weapons.
Okay.
My family was a house of weapons specialists. It's quite a reputation to live up to. They almost took charge of planning for the grand exhibition. But that's their reputation, not mine. And they deserted me when I was little. I don't even know who they are. And my reputation is my own. I suppose my only connection to them would be weapons. So I'm an orphan, and that hardly makes me exotic in Krat. Can I help you with anything else?
More dialogue.
I know my way around.
Okay. We can upgrade stuff. I do need crescent moons. I need. We can kind of keep upgrading our blades here that I do like. But we have those god weapons. The god weapons probably require different. Do god weapons use the same upgrade material? No, the cat does not like me yet. That means I'm not as human as I want to be. Usually boss weapons are upgraded via harder to find materials. Talk with her, talk with him. Let's talk with Geppetto. Geppetto, something Italian.
A victim of the petrification disease turned into a monster.
Right.
That's just tragic. Could the disease lead to puppet frenzy?
No, they're two separate things. You're getting Eiffel Towered by two things.
Remember, puppets cannot get the disease. But puppets shouldn't frenzy either. I made them to obey and protect humans, not go berserk and harm them. But the stalkers blame me. They think I worked with the alchemists to spread the disease to puppets. How sad. All this resentment, with a lie at the root of it. That's why my only wish is that you stay a good boy. No resentment.
I have to disobey you! I have to resent and lie! Oh! Oh! I don't know why I sat here. I don't have any I don't have any quartz. I have to buy them, and they're so expensive. But I kind of wanna, because I'll unlock next tier, and I can see next tier. But I don't know what to get. But I mean, I could also use the ergo, the souls on the charms, because those boss charms are really fucking good. Being able to dodge with the 1-7 is really fucking good. I don't want to make any commitments. Not yet. Okay, I think I talked with everybody. Before I end... Cool. What I want to do is head over here. I have this device, and this device that he gave me analyzes the wavelengths of frenzy puppets to figure out what's kind of going wrong with them, or at least attempt to. And what I really quickly want to do is just gotta go back to this like little beginning area. What's back here? I don't remember this. Okay, now I remember this. I want to get close to some puppets. Have anything being recorded? Oh, I gained a level up. Oh, perfect. I got just enough for a level up. Where was it? We picked up something. There's a memento, right? Yeah. Unable to store. I can't use it. It's a recollection. I don't know what that... I don't know what it's used for. Maybe it's not meant for the beginning area. Maybe it's meant for a later area. The Feel song, the one that's like the woman singing somberly. That one's called Feel. So you might want to look up Lies of P Feel. It's really nice. I like that song. Okay, well, I've talked to everybody there. My P organ is girthed out. I need to level up, which I can do here. We got his device by talking with people, and we sent him there. I didn't lie to him, which isn't good, but we didn't get notified. I'm imagining what it is that it's a bar similar to Fable, the old Fable games. Thank you for the hug. It's a bar similar to Fable, and you can kind of go back and forth. And if I lie once or if I tell the truth once or twice, but lie every other time, then what happens is like I'm still gonna be max lie by the end. So I can lie a couple times, or I can tell the truth a couple times, but I shouldn't focus on doing that. Okay. I think we rank up HP. 15 is an even number. And I need to start really focusing. I need to figure out, we might be going strength. That weapon is a B scaling on strength, a C scaling on dex. And so we might want to start going strength for the sake of that cool holy blade that also transforms into a glaive. That's really cool. But we're gonna have to leave it here. This is about the time that I usually end. And I think that's progression. Don't lie. I have to lie. I have to lie to become more human. Is that the well? Where's the well gone? Okay, yeah, the well is gone. So that's back there. She left, but she left a CD because I gave her the charm, and so we got that, which is nice. We got a record. This is progression. So we will continue this. I'll be talking with Dee later today. I'm probably gonna shoot a message like right after I end the stream, like, hey, you still good for tomorrow, same time? If that's the case, then tomorrow we'll be playing more System Shock 2 with Dee. We'll do a little co-op stream again. If he's busy or unable to, I probably honestly, Marvel Rivals should be having a season update, so I might do Marvel Rivals because that's gonna have a big, it's season 3, new big season, so I can show off all the new stuff. I believe that's when it happens. So if he's not up for gaming, or if he's busy, or if he's sick or unable to, Marvel Rivals will be my go-to. I do want to play more of this, but only because Marvel Rivals season 3, I think it's season 3 now, comes out. That'd be really fun to stream. I could show off all the skins. There's a lot of Venom skins that are coming out, so I'm very excited to showcase those. Okay, we got our little autosave. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you all had a huge blast. I am absolutely loving this game. This game is amazing. They did, like, get it. It's on sale, I think, for like $30. It's 100% worth it. For $60, you can get it and its DLC. I'm told the DLC is good. I'm probably getting the DLC. I get paid today, so I can look at my income real quick. Just kind of look out. Everything is paid. right? My car insurance is going to get paid later in the month. My car payment is paid. My rent is paid. And this check and the next check are kind of like mine. So basically, at least this check, and then like $250 on the next check's going out to my car insurance. So this check is mine. So I might pick up the DLC, like, once I look at my check and see how much money I got, and then like look at my bank account and be like, okay, I'm getting this much, I'm gonna have this. Okay, we're good, you know. And you want to make sure you gotta manage your funds, okay? You gotta be careful with that. So I'm probably gonna pick up the DLC, honestly, full price. The game is worth it. Who are we rating? Frost is doing art, but he might be ending soon. Papa Bear won't be ending soon. Roxy Roo might be ending soon. I don't know. Let's do Setsu because I haven't rated Setsu in a bit. Just remember, Setsu is PG-13. So if you want to keep your lewdness and shit to like a low, please do that for me. To respect him in his space. I do like his content and stuff, but just remember he is a little safe for work. So while you're over here and you can joke about, you know, fucking big hairy crocodile men like me, or alligator men, don't do that on his stream, please. Thank you. Let's get where you're going. He's currently doing marbles. He might even be AFK. I hope he isn't AFK. He looks to be AFK. Well, we've committed. The committing is happening. We've committed, and I'm gonna do that. Please go check me out. Go check me out on all my little platform thingies. I have a YouTube where I upload videos up to it every Friday. I'm currently uploading Silent Hill 2, and then I will be hopefully doing Setsu 1. Setsu 1 and he's AFK. That's funny. I'm currently uploading the Silent Hill 2 Remastered, and I will be uploading the Liza P as well. Eventually, I just gotta kind of go through whatever games are there. I usually upload every Friday. My streams are 3 hours long, so the VODs are 3 hours long, so I give it like a week for people to just kind of put it on in the background, watch it, you know, and then like drop it and go watch something else, and then go pick something else up. You know, that's kind of how it goes. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. So tomorrow, oh, I love this song. Oh, Cody's back. Perfect. Tomorrow will be hopefully System Talk 2 Remastered with D. If not, we'll do the Liza P. We'll do the Marvel Rivals Season 3 release. I believe it's either happening today or tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I will catch you all tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with either D or with Marvel. And I love you all, and I hope you have a lovely day. And make sure you go get yourself a cookie and eat it because you deserve it. You deserve it. Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Love you all. Bye. Bye-bye.